I'm loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Give me some Ingram. It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Mark Ingram, fresh off a big performance a weekend ago, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Lamar Jackson in his second season, the Heisman Trophy winner of 2016, leading the Ravens onto the field. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. He'll buy some time right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. These RPOs are all part of the new Baltimore offensive scheme. They changed coordinators in the offseason, and the thought was to utilize more run-pass options to take advantage of the versatile skill set of Lamar Jackson. Remember, they revamped things last year midseason when Jackson became the starter and then did more of a full overhaul after the coaching change this summer. Jackson will tell you that kept he and his offensive mates busy trying to learn, adjust, and implement. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger.
An absolute prototype for what you draw up as a big, strong quarterback that has to stay in the pocket and make big throws with people all around him and even hanging on him, and still has that type of strength to get the ball downfield. Ben Roethlisberger, an absolute rock in the pocket, but he also can escape and make big plays that way as well.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And a peek now at the offense for Pittsburgh.
In the center for Pittsburgh, Marquise Pouncey, one of the most physical and agile players at his position in the league. A 7-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. He's a keystone of one of the top offensive lines in the league.
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Snell again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Snell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the starters on the defensive side of the ball for the Ravens. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Alert, alert. What we got? What we got? What we got?
They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time, Jackson will throw it. They'll roll him out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's rare.
Excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
X3, 218, chop it.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height, the way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Under review.
Jackson's pass complete to Marquise
Justin Tucker for the extra point.
Baltimore.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Next to score, Ravens 10. Steelers.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A running play for Rawls. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Snell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Ben to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A run for Snell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Snead's got it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Jackson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on the good side of this game right now with a lead, but they were on the bad side last week in that loss to Cincinnati, so now trying to make amends. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's more on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Go get some. Come on here. Go get some.
Jackson on 1st down. Throwing middle but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with Snell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got Moncrief. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it's going to be 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Think about some of the memorable performances that Ben Roethlisberger's had over the years, and one of them came against the Ravens. He threw 6 touchdowns back in 2014 in a win against Baltimore. And actually, now that I think about it, that was on the heels of a 6-touchdown performance in a win over Indianapolis the week prior. So October of 2014 was kind to Big Ben. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run with Rawls. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Help out! 941. Watch the run. Check 4 to 61. Matchbox.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Moncrief brings it in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. From the 29, Jackson caught right side at Snead. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jackson from the shotgun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Roethlisberger to throw. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now Roethlisberger. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Ingram again. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Ingram. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Switzer. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Now this throw, it's complete. It's Moncrief with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's back to throw.
This will hustle.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. With the Steelers finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Steelers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers.
Ladies and gentlemen,